Ryan, what is this?
Sit in it like a skid steer, steers like a small articulating motor.
Look at you even winking at the camera. Oh, he's not made for TV, and now all of a sudden he's winking at the camera. Next thing we know, he's going to be an adult-rated movie. Good morning, one and all. All right, guys. Tim and Alex and I are at the Northern Green Expo, and we're going to be exploring what they have to offer, what new products may be coming down the pipeline. And we, the three of us, are going to be doing all the walking, so you guys can do all the gawking. Let's get into the show right now. All right, boys, the first thing we're going to be looking at is the absolute new V-Plow. This is actually not even been out yet, is it?
This year is our first year of production, yes.
So this is Bryson. This is Rick's son. He's one of the masterminds behind all of the snow power units. Walk me through this real quick, will you, Bryson?
All right, so this is our new product. We call it the V11. In terms of V-Plow, you got a point. We have a 2-foot center moldboard. With the wing straight, we come out to 11 feet. And with having our 2-foot center moldboard, we're able to get the wings tucked back closer to the truck and then further away from the truck with the traditional V-Plow.
Now, where would guys find this at if they want more information, Ryan? Or Bryson?
So you can find it on our website. We have a dealer locator on our website, and or just give us a call.
And
so we still have all our same technologies as our F-Series. We still have our cushion, our new hydraulic trip cylinders, wing cylinders, lift cylinders. We do have a full active cutting edge on our wing.
What else do we need to know about this? What about price points on this, Bryson?
This comes in at $14,000. And it still connects to your Boss, your Western, your Snow X, and your Fisher.
So here's your control panel. Right there. All right. Thanks, Bryson.
You're very welcome.
All right, Patrick, what are we looking at with this now?
We have the new XLP snowplow from Defiance plows.
Okay.
It'll go from, with the wings folded back, it's 8.5 feet wide. With the wings straight across, it's 14 feet wide, with a weight of under 1,550 pounds.
So these wings will fold all the way back and go down to 8.5 foot wide?
Correct. So then it's legal to transport down the road between job sites.
Okay, so that's how you can get this down the road. Plus it'll windrow, plus it'll angle. Now this is by Defiance, and the guy that makes these was originally the guy that made Boss snowplows. Then he made Blizzard snowplows, and now he's coming up with his own system called Defiance.
Defiance Plows is owned by the Niemela family, which is the same family that developed, like you said, the Boss and the Blizzard, and they're just an amazing family to work with.
Okay, so now this only hooks up with 2 hydraulic hoses, a skid steer attachment plate, and then you can have a mobile control right in the cab, so it doesn't have to be married to a piece of equipment. Where do you guys find out more information on these, Patrick?
DefiancePlows.com or IronValleyEquipment.com.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I'm going to jump in here because I've heard this over and over again. Dirt Monkey, your videos make me spend money. Well, I get it. But that doesn't mean you have to go in debt to keep running your business. There's things all of us contractors need to keep operating. And that's the newest tools, gear, and equipment. I like to try to bring that to you, but today's video is sponsored by a company called Revenued, which helps you to actually afford all of the cool things you see in my videos. Now, what Revenued is, it's not a loan. It's actually an investment that you can loan, you can borrow against your own future earnings. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, unlike a loan, which this is not, there is 0 origination fees. You apply online and you can receive a decision in as little as an hour, and you can have funds available in 24 hours. They utilize a revenue-based financing, and it means that they actually purchase a part of your future receivables. So if you're waiting on that money to come in, These guys come in and go, yeah, you have this much available coming in. We're going to loan this to you. That way you have your funds right now, and it doesn't cost you a dime. And you're also not stuck, because this is on the form of a Visa card. It's actually just a card. You can bring this and you can buy your materials. You can pay your guys. You can do whatever you want with this money, because it's just your money that you're waiting to receive. These guys from Revenued gives it to you right away. Here's the best part. Tell them the Dirt Monkey sent you. This is a critical element. And I say this is because, as you know, I unabashedly try to bring you the best information. Stuff that even gets me in trouble with the algorithm, to the point where the algorithm no longer likes to pay me to try to bring this information to you. So a company like Revenue comes in and says, hey, we'll sponsor your video. And if you tell them the Dirt Monkey sent you, maybe Revenue will sponsor another one and another one, because this is a good system. This is the same system that Timmy and I would have jumped on years back, because it gives you your own money that you still are waiting to receive. It's a no-brainer. There's no fees if you don't use it. It's your money. It's a free process. In 1 hour, you can jump on and find out if you're qualified to do it, and in 24 hours, you can have those funds available. And it's given to you in the form of a Visa card, so you can use this wherever you want to use it. It's called Revenued, and tell them the Dirt Monkey sent you. All right, Spence, what are we looking at with this?
We got an electric wheelbarrow with a 24-volt motor underneath, 350 pounds of a 15-degree incline. Hop on in there, Tim.
Get me up the hill, man.
Let's do it.
Getting fancy. All right, show me how this works. So now this doesn't depend on gas.
So we got a 24-volt battery right here, 2 AGM batteries in series. We got a motor right here with all steel cut gears, no nylon. It does have posi-track, so if one wheel gets stuck, the other wheel will continuously go. That makes it for easy maneuverability. It has forward and reverse right here with your thumb throttle. Variable speed, you hit this, it's gonna go into reverse, and then we can go backwards. It's got a dump brace on the end, so it's not going to damage your train. It makes it for easy dumping.
And you also have a steel cart as an option.
We also have a steel tray option, as well as run flat tires, foam filled. This is our no maintenance model. They're both going to be 6 cubic feet.
Where do guys find this at, Spence?
We're located in St. Paul, Minnesota. We have a show special of 10% off, so it'll be $720 with free delivery.
And this is made by Chore Warrior, chorewarrior.com?
Yes, sir, chorewarrior.com.
Thank you, sir. All right, guys, this is something that I've never seen anything like before. Ryan, what is this?
Well, this is an asphalt infrared heater. So what it does is it'll heat up the existing asphalt back up to about 300 degrees. Once it's at about 300 degrees, it'll make the asphalt pliable again. You can rework it. You can boot it out, make it level, bring it back up to the grade that you want, recompact it, and it's as good as new.
So this is designed to go down trails, though?
Yep, this specific unit's lightweight. What we use it for is you can run a mile down the trail and fix any damaged areas or cracks that run across the trail. Basically just run down the trail, you heat up the existing asphalt, and like I was saying, rework it.
And then this is your chase truck over here, right?
Yep, this is what carries our hot asphalt and the rollers.
So when you're going down a trail, you take these two units, and you don't have, because you can't get big equipment on the trail, right?
Exactly. These are lightweight enough where it's not going to damage the existing trail. This one carries the hot asphalt, the rollers, and all the tools that the crews need.
And this is by JW Asphalt. Well, you don't make the equipment. This is a service you offer.
We actually developed these. We don't make the mini trucks, but we set them up with the hot box. But this is exclusively us. We've got 3 of these units that I've made. So there's actually nobody else that's offering this service.
Oh, very cool. Okay, jwasphalt.com. All right, so hydrostatic, forward, reverse, steering wheel. Joystick controls the booms, right?
Yep.
Okay. We have a beacon, nothing, or we could actually have a reverse. Here's your temporary 4-wheel lock right there. Your throttle's right here. So they've got a pretty simple, straightforward, but they've also got flow control for your hydraulics separately so that you can control those separately, correct?
Yep, it'll control hydraulic motor action independent of the unit. So both forward and reverse, 0 to 19 gallons per minute.
Now you say that this is so well balanced that a guy could put 8,000 pounds on the front of this and you can't get the back wheels to come up?
Way over its operating capacity, but yes, it takes 8,000 pounds at that front pin to lift the rear tires off the ground.
All right, I'm gonna go give it the very first test run, so.
Go turn around in one of those spots. Turn around in one of these spots so we can reference how wide it is. Definitely give this a try. It's interesting. Okay, so these are built in
West Fargo, North Dakota.
North Dakota.
So produced in West Fargo, North Dakota, new to the industry. Sit in it like a skid steer, steers like a small articulating motor. Take your foot off the pedal once and then hit that black button.
Oh yeah.
It's got a neutral safety.
Sorry, I forgot about the safety button.
Yeah.
Why?
Friendly on turf, so we don't have to have where this originally came from is the skid steer and CTL industry has grown to be such a big unit, 90, 100 horsepower, that they've kind of forgot about the smaller operators. So all the attachments have also had to be built to that level of having, you know, to withstand 90 horsepower. So this is a 38 horsepower gasoline fueled Fuller engine, really built for the duty cycle of the unit. So as this machine sits here, it's about 3,600 pounds without the counterweight on it. We had the counterweight, we're about 4,100 pounds with a 500 pound counterweight on it.
Now you have it designed with a longer wheelbase, and what that does is that allows the front wheels and the back wheels to track right inside of each other.
Yeah, so where the articulation is, it's from the articulation pin, it's a 50% ratio. So where the front tire goes, the back tire is gonna go. With the longer wheelbase, the longer we put the wheelbase, the tighter it can turn.
Okay.
So it can turn a 37-inch radius circle, so a 73-inch diameter, total diameter circle. 4-wheel drive, independent wheel motors. Like you mentioned earlier, it does have the differential lock for when it's needed. We run 3 different tire packages. This is our standard turf style tire. We offer an R4 industrial, a little bit heavier ply. And then we also have a narrow gauge package, which gets us down to about 48 inches. So we can get down those sidewalks with a 47-inch or 47-inch.
Do you have any that run off from diesel?
No diesel. This is the only model we're currently producing. We call it the SW380, 38 horsepower. We have different the operating capacity of it's going to be about 2,000 pounds to 31 inches high, 1,600 pounds to 65 inches high, and then about 1,400 pounds the rest of the way up with the counterweight package. And that's not where it tips. That's hydraulically limited to get that.
What's the warranty going to be on these?
Engine is 3-year unlimited hour. Machine is 3-year 2,000 hour, and there's an extended warranty option as well.
Cab? Full cab or no?
Full cab. Heat option. Since it's an air-cooled engine, we run a gasoline-powered furnace for heat. What that gives you the ability to do is actually, if this thing's parked outside in the cold, you can actually go preheat the cab without starting the engine. So you can defrost the cab, defrost the windows before you ever start the engine. The whole machine does not have a belt or chain on it. It is all hydraulic and magnetic clutch controlled. There is not a CAN bus on the unit. It is all 12-volt wiring as well. So simple wire crimper and a metric set of wrenches will fix this unit. The only thing underneath the operator is the gas tank, and the battery sits halfway on the side. We've made everything accessible for the northern climate. It's not, you know, you're going to jump it, get the battery where you can get it. The engine's faced in there so you can actually get to the starter if needed as well. So the back of the machine, we have the engine that sits right in the center. There's a through crankshaft on the engine. There's a magnetic clutch that sits right here. That's what you're hearing when you engage that propulsion pump. That runs our propulsion pump and also our gear pump. What that gives us the ability to do, it drives the machine, steers the machine, runs the boom, the bucket, but also runs any remote operation, so we don't have to run another pump for like a grapple fork or things like that. Off on the left-hand side, behind the coolers here, we have a 19-gallon per minute piston pump, which is also connected on a magnetic clutch, which always starts in neutral, and that gives us the ability to go from 0 to 19 gallons per minute in both forward and reverse. And when we take a look at some of the attachments, you take full advantage of that. So think of a brush cutter. Our brush cutter is dual spindled, dual bladed, sharpened on both sides. So I can go in and cut brush with one side of the blades. Now I can reverse the hydraulic motor, and I've got a fresh set of blades to go cut my ditch grass or the grass trail that we're going through. The snowblower plugs, instead of getting out and digging it out, I can now reverse the fan to do that. On our broom, I can drive up to a door and I can broom backwards, turn around, put it back and forward.
Now, are these universal attachments or are these your proprietary attachments?
Our attachments are proprietary to the machine. They're all fit for what the machine does and for the hydraulic capacity of it. We've come up with a different faceplate, which we'll show you in a different portion, but it's a standard width faceplate, but we've removed 2 inches. So when you as an operator sit in the cab, you have full visibility to the front because it's 2 inches lower. So not only do you see the cutting edge, you see about the next 4 to 6 inches of your bucket.
You can see about to where the shadow is. That's what I seen of the bucket. What about you?
I'd say about the same.
Yeah. So,
right about to that point right there.
Yeah. So another interesting thing we've done is instead of putting a full faceplate on it, we have attachment shoes. So when we get over to the other machine, you'll see that it's actually open to the front. So any attachment that can take forward visibility or that center visibility really takes advantage of it.
What's your website, Rob?
It's www.maccompany.com.
Thank you, sir.
Company.com.
MAC.com.
MACcompany.com.
Company.com. All right.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. So tell me about this, will you, Sean?
Yeah, so this is the Ramo. It's a Ramo electric mower, and this is your remote control here. So you've got so your forward and reverse here, and then this is your steering. Got your e-stop right in the center. It does have a 2-speed transmission in it, so as soon as you engage the mower, it's going to automatically kick the mower into low speed.
Okay.
Right? And then you've got your mower height here. And then you've got your attachment. You just turn it on with this B1, and that's going to kick on my weed whipper.
What does a unit like this go for?
So as this one's equipped, as it sits with the post mower attachment and the rough cut deck, it's about $50,000.
Awesome. Where do you guys find this at, Sean?
At Swanson Equipment. We have locations in Fargo, North Dakota, Fergus Falls, Minnesota, Alexandria, Minnesota, and also Minot, North Dakota.
Thank you, sir. Ken's not a TV guy. See how I back up enough so no matter what happens, Ken, you're in my video? All right, so this is a cool concept, though. So the flip screen actually hooks up to a normal skid loader, right?
Hooked to a skid loader, a mini stand-on skid loader, payloader, excavator. Depending on what model of machine you have, we make one for it.
Any special controls needed?
No special controls.
So just the standard hydraulics, two hydraulic connections?
Standard hydraulic, 2 hose. Standard hydraulic.
And that's it.
Standard flow.
And then what a guy does with this is he scoops into the material pile, flips the button inside of the cab, and the entire bucket starts rotating around.
Correct.
And what guys are doing is they're putting these on the ends of excavators.
Yep. And they can wash rock.
And they wash rock with it. So if they got a holding pond and a gravel pit.
Gravel pit, spin the gravel out of it, dip it in the water, spin it in the water, washes what's left stuck to the rocks off, and you got wash stone.
Brilliant. Brilliant. So these are all the different sizes available,
Different size models: excavator, wheel loader, skid loader, and backhoe loaders.
It's too bad you can't actually operate one of these things here. So you've got them on a mini. Oh, you got, that's a mower.
That's a mower.
That's a mower.
Yep.
And then you've got it for the skid loader here. And what is the brush attachment for?
The brush attachment is if you get into heavy black dirt that's wet and sticky, you can engage the brush. Now as it spins, the brush keeps the screen clean.
Oh.
If you're in dry dirt or rocks, you can lift this up so your brush isn't touching the screen.
So your brush isn't getting compromised and wore down for nothing.
Wore down for nothing.
All right, where do you guys find this at?
Truman Walters in Buffalo, Minnesota.
Where?
Truman Walters, Buffalo, Minnesota.
Would they go to Flip Screen?
They go to Flip Screen, Flip Screen should drag them to our store.
Oh, and Truman
Welters
in Buffalo, Minnesota.
Correct.
Awesome. Look at you even winking at the camera. Oh, he's not made for TV, and now all of a sudden he's winking at the camera. Next thing we know, he's going to be an adult-rated movie. All right, that's going to call it for this year's show. This is the Northern Green Expo, the outdoor booth. They are going to have something coming up in January as well. What was your favorite thing from the show?
Probably these Yanmar machines.
Oh, these Yanmars? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they make good machines. Yanmar's got a 4-year, 4,000-hour warranty on all their Yanmar excavators. And they're based off the ASV platform, but they've repurposed them and made them where ASV is more for forestry and Yanmar is now more dedicated for construction work. Tim, what about you? What's your favorite thing?
That and well, I was going to say Yanmar too. It just kind of gives you the Iwanas a little bit. And then I like the plow, Rick's plow. What is that?
The V plow?
V11.
Oh, the V11, the new snow power.
I'd like to try out. Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So we know what these guys like. What do you guys like? Let me know in the comments down below. But that's going to call it for this show. God bless and go get them, you guys.